Good morning. Let's see what's new on the version 1.48. Fast and quick video. Two features that I think are interesting for you. First, new statistics capabilities. You can introduce labels to represent the brands. You will not be only seeing the time that some files have been played. You will be able to group it, for example, for representing Adidas, Nike, whatever brand you want. And one second improvement of this version is the ability to reload the text files, the text information that is presented in different areas. You just have to update the file, and when the information is written to the disk, it is automatically reloaded to the perimeter system. It will be very useful for some kind of situations when you are integrating with tools and with tools that provide information or real-time information, right? You will see it fast. Let's go for it, and let me show you in a couple of minutes. One of the improvements that are introduced in the version 1.48 is the concept of labels. The idea is that you can create a label for each brand that you are presenting an advert, and you will have statistics about that brand. I mean, not only about the concrete files that have been presented on TV or on the perimeter system, but for the group of adverts that represent the same brand. This is as easy as in the sequences edition. You have a new field here that is named exposure labels, right? Here you type the labels that you want to measure, right? For example, here you will have SAN for Santander, right? So in each sequence that Santander is presented, we introduce the label, right? So at the end, when the statistics are generated, it will provide us information about the usage of the tag, is to say, the usage of the brand. And when I say usage, I mean the time that it has been on the perimeter system, that has been on TV, so that you can use this information to have a report for your clients or for your providers. It is quite useful, I think. This information will be presented in so if you open the statistics file, we will see the Excel version, right? You have the same information in the text files. You will have the information about what advert has been playing on what time, for how long in the perimeter, and for how long on TV, in both formats, in minute and seconds, and just the total seconds with decimal information, sorted by start time and then for advert, for brand, for label. And here we have another way to present it, is that these are the brands that have been in the perimeter and what time it has started to be displayed and for how long. This represents only the exposure on TV. So this is a tool that is trying to help you in the process of creating a report. Okay. Another improvement that this version, the 1.48, is providing to you is the ability to reload the text areas without having to reload the sequences, right? For example, let's see the configuration of this sequence here. Let me show you. Here we have an area to introduce a text. The text will have as a data source a file. This will be the file. We'll have this presentation, and it will select the first line of the file. You can also say that you have to select the last line of a file. Depending of how you are generating the file, you can be interested in selecting the first line of the file or the last one. Right? For example, for this example, let's just select, for example, the last line, right? As the first line was the way of working that was established before. So let me save it and let's play the sequence. Nothing will appear because the file is empty. Okay, this is the file and we have no content. So let me show you example 1. When I save the content of the file, it will automatically be reloaded. Then I can type a second line, for example, this is line 2. You save it and automatically it goes to the second line. It does not go to the second, it goes to read the last line of the file. You don't have to reload any sequence here. As you can see, this is an infinite sequence. It's a loop. So you could be having a batch file, a batch script that generates, for example, the time, that reads the measure of any device, for example, for measuring the speed of the ball, etc. Whatever you want. You just have to send that information to a text file, and this will always read the last line. At the moment that it is saved, the information is presented. Very simple, very straightforward. I hope it's useful for you. Bye!